You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
All right, Black and White Live fans, we're going to be talking about the NFL and the New England Patriots. Coming off a 7-9 season, it was a disappointment. Cam Newton was the starting quarterback last season, and he was an absolute disaster. A complete disaster, man. He was trash, to tell you the truth. But however, when the Patriots actually drafted Matt Jones in the first round of the NFL draft, Bill Belichick said, Cam's the starter. And now Bill Belichick wants you to know right now, as training camp begins, as we get closer to preseason games, Cam Newton is the starter over Matt Jones. Now, my prediction, and I believe Rhodes' prediction also, is that Matt Jones would actually take over the starting role by week 4. I've said that. I'm going to stick with that. I believe that you don't draft a Matt Jones that high in the draft when you have a quarterback like Cam Newton that looked like he was washed up last season. So I believe there is no doubt about it that Matt Jones will end up starting for this team and that the Matt Jones era will begin by week 4. I have no confidence whatsoever in Cam Newton. I was never a big Cam Newton fan whatsoever. He was never an accurate quarterback. He got that MVP when they went 15-1, even though I believe he didn't actually deserve that MVP. Tom Brady was clearly a better quarterback the whole entire season, but they gave it to Cam Newton because he finished 15-1, and the Panthers actually went to the Super Bowl. But anyway, getting back to Bill Belichick here, it did seem to leave a little bit of a door open for Cam not to be the starting quarterback. Now, I do believe Cam is going to be the starting quarterback for 3 weeks, and by week 4, it'll be Matt Jones. So check this out, guys. Bill Belichick reiterates that Cam Newton is New England Patriots starting quarterback, but will evaluate whole situation. And I'm pretty sure, Cam has to know the writing is going to be on the wall. He's not the long-term option, especially when you draft Matt Jones that high. He's not. He has to know that. But since Matt Jones is there, Cam Newton should be thinking to himself, I better make an impression for my next team. But this is what Bill Belichick says. He said, quote, we'll take a look at the whole situation. I don't think you want to evaluate players at any position off 1 or 2 plays or maybe a day. So from a consistency standpoint, that's always important. And obviously production. So hopefully those things will be good. And I'm sure it will be a hard decision. We'll see how it goes. Let them play. And we'll try to do what we feel like is best for the team based on their performance. When asked if he has an ideal time frame for naming a starter to get ready for the regular season, Belichick seemed to reject the premise of the question. No, he answered. Cam's our starting quarterback. I think I've said that before. Yeah, you have said that before, but what does that really mean? Is Cam really a lock for anything? No. His best days are behind him. They really are. Matt Jones is going to end up taking over this team. I think that Cam Newton knows it. I think Bill Belichick knows it. I think Robert Kraft even knows this. And I'm pretty sure all of the players on the Patriots know it's only a matter of time before Matt Jones is the starting quarterback. And I think that you're going to see a lot more Matt Jones in the preseason rather than Cam Newton. I really do. And we've heard a lot of great things about Matt Jones since he's actually been drafted by the Patriots. The teammates are saying, man, this guy's good. He's the real deal. And I get it. It remains to be seen, because, what you do in practice isn't necessarily going to transition over to an actual NFL game when you actually get game speed. Now, Matt Jones, week 4, that's when I think he'll get the job. He may struggle, but you got to remember He's a young quarterback. He's a young quarterback. Now, if this was the 1980s, this really wouldn't be a big deal. Quarterbacks would actually sit for a season, but this is a completely different time. I know some people are going to say, well, the Patriots drafted Jimmy Garoppolo when Tom Brady was there. True. But Cam Newton is not even in a class of a Tom Brady. Not even close. I mean, the Packers drafted Jordan Love, and when they had Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love hasn't seen the field at all. But that's because those guys are all-time great. Cam Newton, not all-time great. He is not remotely and never has been in the same class of a Tom Brady or an Aaron Rodgers. Matt Jones was drafted, I believe, to help this team this season. And we'll have to see how that actually goes. But Bill Belichick is just letting you guys know, as of right now, that Cam Newton is the starting quarterback. His words really don't mean anything. It really didn't change anything for me because I've already said it. Cam Newton is going to be the starter. And I believe that Bill Belichick is taking this as a week-by-week situation here. But he said he's going to evaluate the whole entire thing. Okay? This just lets you know that Cam Newton, I believe, is on a very, very short leash. Cam Newton was a disaster last season. I know he had the virus, but guess what? Other players had the virus too, and that play did not fall off a cliff like he did. He was a disaster. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Live fans, do you actually expect Cam Newton to remain the starter for the Patriots? I do not. I do foresee Matt Jones taking over the reins of the Patriots, and Cam will be the backup. Never know. He may actually get released as well. We'll have to see about that. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to Black and White Live, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.